So I watched this poll the other day, and it was saying that it was a poll, I guess, of men, and they were asked what women want. And the poll said that all women want is their money. And they gave it actually a really good reason for why this one person that they polled gave a really good reason for why they believe this. And it was something about how if he were to date a really wealthy woman and the woman were to suddenly become poor, he'd still keep dating her. But there's this belief system that as a wealthy man, if he were to suddenly become not wealthy, then the woman would just ditch him. I don't know if this is true or not. But generally speaking, especially if the woman is actually well off and has what they need, like if they're self-sufficient and they can take care of themselves, if they can take care of themselves and they don't need your money, like they don't require your money to survive, then I'm going to tell you something. Those women that can take care of their own needs, that are self-sufficient, this does not apply to all of them, but I'm talking about the women who can pay for themselves. Those women do not want your money. In fact, they'll kind of run away with your money because they think that you're wanting that you can just think that you can buy them, and they don't want to be bought. If you're giving them money with no strings attached, then they might look at you. I mean, seriously, if you want to be a unicorn, provide money with zero strings attached, like no sex, no conversation, nothing. You just feel like giving it, and then they're like people. What makes a person stand out is lack of selfishness. But let's go back to this idea that men think that all women want money. Well, no, that's not true. Most women want love and affection, and they want to be first in your world. They want to be highest priority. They want to be where that they know that they are valued. And this is true for all humans. It doesn't matter if it's woman or not. All humans want to be valued, have purpose, be important to somebody else, to be cared about. I mean, I think that's actually the reason why most divorces happen, is because somebody in the relationship thinks that they're not cared about by the other person. So you want to be a person who stands out. You care about what the other person wants. And preferably they care back about you. But the joke that I have in this family is that most women, like even back before, with my ex, we could have been poor as shit, and I would have been happy. I would have been, like, all I cared about was that he considered us one with the family, that he was part of the family, that we were, like, I like to think of ourselves as a whole, and individual parts of the whole, but that we are each individual parts of this main whole, that what mattered was the thing bigger than us, the family itself. And heck, I would have been okay with us being homeless as long as the whole family was together. Because that's what mattered more to me. And I would have accepted him. I did accept him and love him and want him without the money, because at the heart of women, at the heart of people, forget this male-female shit, the heart of people is being something bigger than, being a part of something that's bigger than themselves. That's how religion has taken over the world, because you're a part of something bigger than yourself. That's how cults take over. That's how people who inspire take over, is helping you be a part of something bigger than yourself. People want to be, by the way, if you want to be a part of something bigger than yourself, I've got just the thing for you. But anyways, sidetracking there. The concept, most women actually don't want your money. They just want to be valued, and they let you value them through money. They use it as a love language. So it's not that they want your money, it's that they want to know that they're, if you think that they want, all they want is money, then look down deeper at their needs. My bet is that what they're really wanting and needing is security and safety, and knowing that you value them. And like, the trick to, if you think a woman actually wants your money, go and ask them what are the 25 things. Have them list 100 things of all the things they value, and then look at a pattern of all the things that they want, and look at why they want those things. Like, let's say they want jewelry and pretty things. Why do they want jewelry? Is it because they want to look pretty? They want to be valued for their youthful looks? Or do they want to be, at the end of the day, what is it they really want? Find out what is it they really, really want. Now, I'm going to start off where I'm different than all those women, because I do want your money. I don't want you. I want your money. Because I want to provide for my family. And I don't really need more attention. I've got the attention of my family. I know I am valued because I've got two people who, so I need me to stick around because they're dependent upon me, or they're, because I provide for them and I care for them, and I put them first above you and everything else. I drop the world for them. So I know I'm valued because I have people that I drop everything for, and I know that they appreciate it and care about that, and they value that. But what I don't have is a lot of money right now, so yes. When it comes to me, you are right. That I just want your money, not you. So, for me specifically, it's a joke because you're right. That's all I want from you. Heck, I'm quite happy if you just give you $1 million and you walk away. I don't need your, I'd rather, right now, since I now know what it's like to not be able to pay for one's dreams, I'd be actually happy with a loveless marriage where I didn't have to spend time giving love to somebody else, and I could just be with my family and not have to give them, there are all these marriages where people are like, oh, I'm in this loveless marriage and the guy doesn't give me any love, and if I could do it all over again, I would go back and tell my ex, you don't have to pay attention to me. I'm perfectly fine with it if you don't give us a second thought. And what's funny is I think he thinks that I thought that way, but back then, I didn't think that way. Back then, all I wanted, I would have been perfectly happy if there was no money and it was just him. It was just to get 10 minutes of his attention was like so hard. Focused attention, mind you. And that's all I wanted, was to know that I was important. Now, couldn't give a shit's rat ass if I'm important to somebody. I just want their money. Because I want to be able to pay for my dreams. Because my family's important to me. Because our dreams are important to us. So, yeah. You can say that about me. All I want is your money. Not you. But all the rest of the women in the world? No. The previous me, when I felt financially secure? No, I wanted your attention. If I'm financially secure, then I might want your attention. But I now know the struggles of being financially insecure. Now, that being said, if my ex were to come around and offer me money, I'd laugh, because no, I never wanted his money. I wanted his attention and being important. I wanted our family to be the most important thing to him. So if my ex ever sees this, nope, sorry, don't want your money. I still, from him, I mean, he can't get us now because we would never trust him anymore. We would never believe. We'd be curious about what his ulterior motive is now. But and I suppose at the end of the day, if I'm going to be partners with somebody, but right now I'm not looking for a partner. I'm looking for financial security for my family. And no, not a one-time payment, not a, I'll pay for this day's bill or this week's bill or this year's bill. I'm looking for financial security. If you want to date me, if you want to pay for my attention for an hour, you got my attention for an hour if you want to pay for that attention for an hour. But if you want anything other than my attention for an hour, if you want to permanently date me, have me be on call for you 24 hours, 7 days a week, that better be where you're providing me financial security for my lifetime. If you want me on call anytime, any day. If you want me just available for that hour that we set up, then you pay for that hour of my attention and my time. With my family around, because they are first priority. Family comes first, money comes second. Or financial security comes second. And I'm afraid you come lost. Unless you're part of my family. But in order to become part of my family, you have to be where you help our family be financially secure and all of our dreams to be able to be accomplished. So yes. In my case, you're right. I just want your money. But you are wrong about other women. Other women, if they're financially secure already, they don't want your money. They just want to be important. Figure out what it takes for that person to feel